Hello, everyone. Welcome to our webinar today. Let's still wait for like 1 or 2 minutes because let's waiting for more people coming in. Okay, all right. I think our webinar can start right now. Let's try to start on time. Okay, hi everyone. How are you today? I'm Flora Yu from Pylontech marketing team, and welcome all of you to visit our webinar, Built to Endure, Unlock Smarter Solution for CNI, and hosted by Pylontech, also together with our partner SINEXCEL. Thank you so much for joining. Today we will share how the combination of Pylontech energy storage system and SINEXCEL latest product solution brings more safe, reliable, and efficient CNI system. And let me introduce today's presenter. They are Zhang. He's our technical service manager from Pylontech, and Renesmee Wu, head of APAC and MEA from SINEXCEL. So let's invite Zhang to present his content. Could you please share your screen, Lucas?
Yeah. So thanks, Flora, for introducing me. And once again, I'm Lucas from Pylontech technical team, and I'm in charge of the APAC market, especially for the Australian market. And here, let me start by a brief introduction to our company, Pylontech.
Lucas, you didn't share your screen. Try to
Um,
reshare.
yeah, sorry. Can you now see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So, okay, let's go ahead. So firstly, let me start by a company introduction. So Pylontech, we are a solution provider and also a original cell manufacturer. Our goal is to energize billions with smarter power. And so far, Pylontech has been in this industry for more than 15 years with an annual production capacity of over 13 gigawatt hour. And we have more than 2,000 employees over the world, including the employees in our headquarters, factory, and also overseas employees from the global companies. And for now, we have already delivered 2 million systems over the world and more than 90 countries. And one unique thing for Pylontech is we are a China-based company, but over 90% of our revenue comes from the overseas market. And so far, we have achieved as a top brand in the global market share for 4 years of running. And here are some milestones for Pylontech. So we were founded in 2009, and we deployed our first BESS solution in 2013. And in the next year, 2014, we start our mass production for European and Australian markets. And in 2020, we were the first company to be listed on the China stock market with the concept of energy storage. And in 2022, we were ranked as the top one residential ESS provider globally. And in 2023, we established our first Europe manufacturer factory base built in Italy. And last year, we expand our globalization and commence operations started in the USA, Germany, and Spain. And this year, we expand more in Australia and New Zealand market, and we start our global subsidiary in Sydney. And here is the global presence of Pylontech. And Pylontech, as I mentioned, is a global company. Our headquarters is in Shanghai, China, and we have set up some subsidiaries in key markets such as the US, Germany, Japan, Australia, and more. And we have also built a strong global service network with over 20 service centers around the world. And another highlight for Pylontech is we put heavy investment in the R&D sector. So over 70% of our total revenue is invested to bring cutting-edge testing and analysis equipment. In total, we have built around 4,000 square meter testing lab with over 4,000 testing channels, making sure that the highest level of testing accuracy with UL certified, and our EMC testing lab has also qualified, which means the testing report issuing from those labs can be acknowledged as equivalent to those UL and IEC certifications. So for now, we have already obtained over 1,000 independently developed patents from all those efforts. And as mentioned, Pylontech as an original battery cell manufacturer, we have already vertically integrated the whole production chain. From the raw material, we put all this like lithium powders with our own recipe to make it integrate with our BMS system to make a battery module, and all the way to the energy storage system, the big systems like containers, cabinets, and along with the energy management system, the EMS, all the way to the recycling, which gives us the confidence and strength to provide flexible solutions from 12 volts all the way up to 1500 volts DC, and also to stabilize our production cost. So once again, our headquarters is located in Shanghai, and we have another 2 factories in domestic China. One is in Yangzhou City, nearby Shanghai, and another one, the Anhui factory. So the Yangzhou factory is our cell manufacturing and module assembly factory. And the Anhui, the factory in Anhui is more focusing on the big projects, the big container and cabinets. So it's already 5 gigawatt hours capacity built for Anhui, and another 5 is built in progress. And also we have a module assembling factory in Italy. And at Pylontech, we take quality control seriously from start to finish. And we follow the international standards like the IATF, ISO, and more to make sure that our production is safe, efficient, and reliable. So our production process is fully controlled by the MES system, so we can trace back every step in real time. And we have built in also the early warning and troubleshooting system to catch problems before they happen. With our automatic production lines that are smart, fast, and accurate, reducing human error and boosting efficiency as well. And we also have the full factory record all production data for fully traceability and continuous improvement. So let's have a glance of our historic scenarios. So the first line is the residential. So we provide the all-in-one hybrid solution, such as the stackable battery on the top left, and with the hybrid inverter, also the off-grid rack-mounted and wall-mounted battery modules, and the stackable and rack-mounted high voltage and low voltage BESS. And the second line is the big batteries, the indoor rack-mounted battery modules and cabinet, also containerized solution, all the way up to 5 megawatt hours. And The last row is some small batteries. We have some portable power bank, the lead acid replacement batteries, 12 volt, 24, and also the telecom backup batteries. So here is the offering for the CNI from Pylontech in Australia and market. So the first one is called L260 OMNI. So this is a liquid-cooled cabinet solution, which has IP55 protection class and 95% DoD is reachable. And also a highlight is that we can have C5M painting on the top. So which means the whole solution can be installed close to the sea 500 meters. And the voltage range for this solution on the DC side is from 700 volts up to 936. And the solution is coupled with the AC coupling PCS module, 125 kilowatt, and the battery module itself is IP67, and also the half C charge and discharge rate, which means the battery can support 2 hours backup time and charge from 0 to full, or discharge from full to the DoD level in 2 hours. And Pylontech, we provide like the battery cell have over 8,500 cycles, and we provide 10 years standard warranty for the battery modules. And the whole system is certified like the IEC, CE, and VDE, also AS4777.2 and UL certifications. So some highlight here is the UL 9540A is the highest and most strict thermal runaway testing from originally from the United States, from the UL standard. And the AS4777.2 is the grid tied standard from Australian market, which means this solution is ready to go to tie down the grid in Australia and also have the highest thermal protection. And the next solution is we called A2000 OMNI. So namely, this is an air cooling containerized solution with 2 megawatt-hour of battery capacity. And inside is also coupled with 2 500K SINEXCEL PCS cabinets. In total, it's a 1 megawatt and 2 megawatt-hour half-C solution. The protection class is also IP55, and we use forced air cooling with 2 HVAC on the side. And the depth of discharge, the DoD level is also 95%, and the voltage range also below 1000 volt DC. The cycle life is over 7,000, and we have similar certifications such as the IEC, the UN, CE, VDE, and UL. And the next one is the L5000 BAT. So this means it's a liquid-cooled container solution, and the BAT stands for the battery-only solution. So this is a 5 megawatt-hour battery DC block. The whole container is purely contained with batteries. Also, the IP protection class is IP55, and all of our containerized and cabinet solution include the HVAC, air or liquid cooling unit, and fire suppression system, and warning and audible warning. And also we have a controller, master controller called LEMS. It's our local controller, or we call local EMS. It can gather all the information and all the comments, messages from each of the device, such as the BMS, such as the fire suppression system, the fire panels, and also the HVAC, which can provide the cell level data and also the system level information to some third-party devices, such as the third-party EMS controller. And this container is also certified with IEC, CE, VDE, and also have the UL 9540A certified. So, and that's all from the solution on the Pylontech side. And Renesmee, could you please share your screen to introduce more about the SINEXCEL company and also your latest productions?
Yeah, thanks, Lucas. Let me share my screen. Yeah, hello everyone. This is Renesmee from SINEXCEL. I'm mainly taking charge for the whole APAC region and the Middle East Asia. It's my honor to present this special topic with Lucas from Pylontech today. And so let's start from the really brief introductions about SINEXCEL. For SINEXCEL, we established in 2007, and now we have 18 years of the history. And we are a leading power electronics company in China and also top 5 PCS manufacturers in China. And currently, SINEXCEL, we have 4 different business units. The first one is energy storage, and the second one is power quality. The third one is EV charging, and the last one is battery testing. So now we have more than 5,000 projects around the world, and which covering 3 application scenarios like CNI, microgrids, and total off-grid, and also utility scale of the project. And the PCS cumulative shipments now have reached more than 8 gigawatt, and our global energy storage served data has surpassed 20 gigawatts hour. And as you can see, we have 4 offices located in Germany, California, USA, Brisbane, Australia, and also Singapore. And we also have 2 R&D centers in Xi'an and Shenzhen in China. And more than 1/3 of the personnel belong to the R&D department, and 2 manufacturing facilities in Suzhou and Huizhou. And this is our milestones. Our first modular PCS was born in 2011, that making us one of the first company in the industry to launch modular designed PCS, and also marking SINEXCEL's entry into the modular era. And we went public on the Shenzhen Stock Exchange market in 2017. And 3 years ago, we launched our latest version of the 1500 watts voltage platform products, and exceeded more than 1 gigawatt in installation 2 years ago in 2023. And this is the product range chart that show what we can sell in Australian market. I have categorized the products into 2 distinct product metrics. And on the left side, that is the PCS series. And on the other side, the right side, that is the DC-DC series. And for the PCS, it ranges from the 30 kilowatt to 1.7 megawatt. And as you can see, we also have 2 modules. One is the 135, that is the battery voltage range is no more than 1,000. That is 720 to 1,000. And the other one, the 160, that is up to the 1,500 watts. So as you can also see, the old version of the 500K in Australian market exists for many years, more than 7 to 8 years. And now we will gradually replace the older version of the 500K by using 4 multiply 135 or 4 multiply 160 to do 2 different version rack mounted AC side of the solution. Yeah. And as you can see on the right side, that is our DC-DC converter. We all know that DC couple solution is also quite popular in Australia, not only on the CNI market, but also maybe sub-5. Some customer, they also want to do the DC-DC solution rather than AC coupled. Yeah, and for the DC-DC, now we have 3 different types of DC-DC. The first one is 45K, and the second one is we upgrade a little bit for the 45K and to make it as a 60 kilowatt DC-DC. And it can also adapt to the 135 to do the smaller size of the DC couple solution. And the last one, you can see that is a cabinet version of the 750K DC-DC. It contains 8 modules. Yeah, and you can see the top of the bigger size of the unit. Now in Australia, we will not only launch the old modular version of the 1.7 25 megawatt PCS, but this year in 𝐿Energy Expo in Melbourne, we also launched our first centralized inverter that is 1.575 also slash 1.250 megawatt PCS. Yeah, we will also have the skid or containerized solution to put RMU and a transformer together to do the sub-5 project in Australia. Yeah. So what is the challenge of the C&I energy storage market? And I have summarized the 4 main challenges. The first one is the grid connection requirements with significant differences in power environments and substantial variations in voltage and also frequency across different countries and regions. And the second one is the industrial parks that have numerous loads, different kinds of the loads, and multiple types and diverse operating conditions. And the third one is confronting harsh environment challenges, such as high temperature desert, like in Western Australia in the middle of nowhere, and some area or desolate desert regions, or the humid islands like Pacific Islands, or extremely cold regions or heavy rainfall weathers. And the last one, I summarize it from an investment return perspective. You know, the customer often have concerns about high capex, high opex, and lower efficiency. So I'm really pleased to announce that now we have currently launched a new product that is Cyrus 135 that can match all commercial and industrial application scenarios. The 135K ensures full product lifecycle value from 3 dimensions. That is global coverage and targeting all commercial and industrial application scenarios, and fully product life cycle. And the 135 is compatible with not only 400 watts or 480 watts, but also can do 208 watt and can match frequencies of 50 hertz or 60 hertz, and also support 100% unbalanced load. And recently, 135 also has obtained certifications from multiple countries and regions, including EN 50549 and the UL certificate. And now we are in the waiting list to expect to get AS 4777.2 in this month. It can also support different types and the greater numbers of the load, such as thousands of heavy equipment loads, while simultaneously withstanding high current impacts, such as the 6 to 8 times startup current of high power motors. And IP66 rating and C5 is the standard version of the 135. So that's enable a stable operation under various environmental conditions like desert area or nearshore area. So now let's have a quick review of our new big size of the inverter. So that is the new generation of the front meter centralized solution. So this one is 1.575 also slash 1.250 megawatt PCS that we have launched this one to Australian market in our energy exhibition. So we would also like to do some sub-5 projects also together with Pylontech batteries to provide with you guys a whole solution that AC plus DC. So for our current solution 1.7, we can also do the MV skid station, and we will also do a 20 feet skid solution by using the new centralized inverter. Yeah. So that's all my parts. Yeah. Lucas, please share your screen to show the case studies we have done together.
You mute yourself, Lucas.
So sorry. So thanks Renesmee
Okay.
for the introduction, and let me follow up by the application scenario and some case study that we done together with SINEXCEL. So our solution covers multiple applications such as the frequency response, the peak shaving self-consumption, microgrid, and also the electricity arbitrage, which is really hot in the Australian market. And this is one of the projects that we have done recently in the New South Wales, Sydney. It's a 2 megawatt and 4 megawatt hour site, grid tied project. So the whole container is look like this. We use the A2000 OMNI solution coupled with the SINEXCEL 500K PCS cabinets, and it's in total 2 containers to form up the whole system. And here's some like SLD for the site for the project. The BESS is AC coupled to AEMO's grid and is powering up the customer industrial facility, which is a big factory. It's a group of huge facilities with big machines, which requires 2 containers and 1 megawatt, 2 megawatt hour each. So apart from the self-consumption, electricity arbitrage, and peak shaving, the BESS are also continuously trying to beat in the FCAS market at the best timing, which is the frequency response scenario. And the AEMO is periodically opens the FCAS market. A third-party FCAS EMS will collect all this information communicating with the AEMO serve and decides whether it's the best timing to participate based on the current status of the BESS and also based on the business model. So to be simple is if the self-consumption can earn more profit for the customer, the FCAS EMS will not respond to the AEMO demand. It will keep the whole BESS operate as normal to do the arbitrage and to powering the factory. And if the FCAS EMS thinks now is the best timing, the FCAS market can bring more profit, more income for the customer. It will respond to the demand from AEMO, and it will tell the AEMO we will join this market maybe for 5 minutes, for 15 minutes, or whatever, based on the container, mainly based on the PCS rating and also the battery SOC. And once the participation is confirmed, it will immediately issues commands to the PCS directly. So the FCAS EMS is communicate with the PCS directly to avoid any delay on the communication part, and which will respond within milliseconds and continuously supplying power for the FCAS duration. And in the meantime, the monitoring EMS will keep gathering all information from the battery DC and the PCS AC side. So provide fully visibility on the cloud and on the portal for the customers to monitor the system and to see if what is the current income and the profit they earn. So that is the basic principle and also the overall information for this project. And with SINEXCEL and with our partners, we have done more projects all over the world, like the self-consumption scenario in Asia, the demand response, the grid service in Europe, and the peak shaving in America, and the backup. And also we provide some UPS scenario and solutions for the customer all over the world. And here is some product and solution cases from our residential batteries. And that's all for my part. So maybe let's go into the Q&A part. If you have any question or any information that is not clear, you can just reach out to us. And also we will list all of our contact information later for you to easily get in touch.
Okay, thank you, Lucas. Thank you, Renesmee. So everyone, if you have any questions, please feel free to text in the chatting box so our team can see and can help you to answer it. No more questions? We will leave 2 to 3 minutes to letting you have time to leave your questions here. If there's no more questions, we will finish it. Oh, I saw it. Do you have a battery with 2C discharge rate?
At the moment, our solution only support up to 1C solution. So if you have like 2C scenario, maybe you can contact us later and we can verify and help the customer together to check if the demand, firstly, if the demand is really need 2C, and we will see if the business model works like optimized under the 2C scenario. Because as I know, the Australian market is typically 2-hour or let's say half-C market. So it's rarely to see 2C applications for the lithium system for the BESS. So we will list, as I mentioned, we will list our contact later so you can catch up with us if you do have some interest on both of our solution. Thank you.
Thank you, Andre. Do I have more questions coming? Okay, if there's no more questions, I think that is all for today's webinar. And thank you for all of you for spending your time with us today. And we really hope this session is helpful. And please stay tuned for more updates from us. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll see you
Thank
next
you.
time.